What's up everyone, Seth Munsey here with Disc Golf Strong. Welcome back. This is video number 2 in our series on core strengthening for disc golf. This series is in partnership with my friends over at Dynamic Disc and the Disc Golf Answer Man Show. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. And also you can check out discgolfstrong.com for more exercises on core strengthening on anything related to disc golf and exercise and keeping you happy and healthy and on the course. So in the last video, I talked about the dead bug, which is my first go-to beginning core exercise, okay? And I mentioned that it's not just a beginning exercise, it's one that people can do when they're just starting out, but it's one I still do now, even though I've been doing them for a long time, okay? But make sure you do that one. This one today is going to be another one that I use with pretty much everyone when they first start working with me in the gym, okay? Is called the bird dog. So it looks like not a normal core exercise, where when people think core exercises, they think sit-ups, they think crunches, they think Russian twist, okay? We actually don't want to do any of those exercises, and that's a video for a later date, okay? But the basic gist of why we don't want to do those is those put a lot of stress on our spine. Research from the top expert in the world on lower back injuries, lower back and spine health, has shown through research that things that cause our lower spine to bend or to rotate are not good. And sit-ups and crunches, Russian twists, things like that, they do that movement, okay? So we want to do things that cause our torso to stiffen up, but to not rotate or twist. So this exercise is called the bird dog, and you might have seen it before. And so our core muscles is not just, strengthening our core muscles is not just anything we do like on our back or even in just in a plank position. It's, like I said, it's going to be anything that challenges our torso, our core, to stiffen and not move, okay, while we put it under tension and pressure and kind of give it the opportunity to move, but we do things we strengthen up to make sure that we don't. So this is the bird dog. I'll show it to you first, and then I'll break it down. So here, and all I'm gonna do is drive one heel back and one hand out. And then I come down and switch, okay? So now, to break it down and get the nitty gritty of it, what I'm doing is I'm starting with my hands under my shoulders and my knees underneath my hips. I'm gonna push my hands into the ground, because if I don't, you'll see what it does to my shoulder blades there, okay? Is not good shoulder health. This helps promote shoulder health because it forces our shoulders and our capsule and everything to get nice and strong. Our rotator cuff muscles, that's what it's doing. It's causing stability strength in our shoulders and our shoulder blades. So I think about actively pushing my hands hard into the ground. I'm pushing my torso away from the floor, okay? So now from there, I'm slightly bracing my abs, like I'm bracing for a little bit of tap in the stomach. My back here, I don't want my hips to roll like this, and I don't want them to be like that. Okay, so it may take a little bit for you to get used to that feeling. You can even take your hand and put your hand here, or you put like a can or a foam roller or a ball right here, and you'll be able to tell if I round it, the ball will just fall off or the roller will roll off. Or here, I'll be able to tell as well, because it'll really feel like an arch there, like it's a canyon there, okay? So I don't want either of those. So by bracing those abs tight like I'm bracing for a punch, it's gonna get my back nice and flat. Then what I'm gonna do is, keeping that brace there, I'm going and pushing those hands in the ground, I'm going to extend. I'll start with my right foot, and I'll drive my heel straight back, and at the same time, I'll bring my arm out. Now you can break these up if you need, just like this, or do it as one unit, okay? One moving unit. So just like that. Now the goal is not to lift my arm and my leg, because if the goal is to lift my arm and my leg, usually what I see then is people doing this, okay? Because they think, all I gotta do is lift an arm and a leg in this exercise. That's not true. The goal is to get ourselves into a stable position and then challenge our ability to hold that position by using our core and our stabilizing muscles in our shoulders and our hips tighten everything up, and then challenge our ability to hold our torso there and our weight while we lift an arm and a leg. Okay, so you may notice in the beginning that you start to move, okay, like this. That's going to be normal. But the more you do this, the more you're going to find that that doesn't happen anymore, okay? So nice and slow and controlled. Another thing here is the heel. A lot of times we used to see back in the day, a lot of people would do these bird dogs and they would kick up like that. That puts a lot of stress on your lower back. That's not good. We want to think about taking that heel and driving it straight back behind you, okay? Straight back, not up. And then come back down, and same thing with that arm. Don't bring it up here, straight out in front of you like you're trying to grab somebody's hand and they're just out of reach, and then bringing it back down. So that is the bird dog, okay, alternating right and left. I'm gonna show you one more real quick, and all it is just a little progression up, and you're going to be touching your hand to your knee. So here it looks like this. I'm going to extend out, and then I'm going to come down, touch, back out, and down. Out, touch, out, and down. Now with both of these variations, the slower you go, the harder it is. Okay, so faster is not better, faster is just faster. Slowing down the exercise, just like in disc golf, we say slow is smooth, smooth is far, or slow is good, good is far, right? Same thing with exercises, same thing especially with this one. I'll show it to you from this angle real quick. So here, out, slow, touch, out, down. My weight's not shifting, I feel right centered over my belly button, okay? So that is the second variation, the step up on the bird dog. So don't rush to that one right away, okay? You may do an arm lift, a leg lift, and feel like, oh, this one feels pretty easy. Slow it down. You may find that it's actually a lot harder before you move to that next progression, okay? And finally, real quick, if you get to the hand knee and you want to progress from there, go to the elbow knee. So here, touch, there. Now you'll notice my spine bends a little bit, and that's okay because it's not under tension there. There we're working on some mobility and stuff in the hips, so that's okay. All right, so try those out, 5 to 10 reps each side, 2 to 3 rounds. That should be more than enough. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and go play disc golf strong.